What are the 4 fundamental truths of cybersecurity? Cybersecurity Truth 1. Where there is a vulnerability, it will be exploited. A company invests extensively in its cybersecurity programs, tools, technologies, and personnel, but a vulnerability as small as a misconfiguration error could lead to major data breach. Every company should have a robust vulnerability management program that institutes a comprehensive and continuous process for identifying, classifying, remediating, and mitigating vulnerabilities. The hardest part about this truth is that most of the time vulnerabilities will be unbeknownst to us until they've been discovered in an unfortunate way. From the first bank that was ever created to the first release of a software program, there was no doubt that someone was thinking of a way to bend the framework of these new systems. Naturally, actors will try to hack anything within their capability for good or bad motives. You can trust that someone will be curious or motivated enough to test the vulnerability of what you put out there. As an organization with little appetite for risk and its potential impact on your brand and assets, you must prioritize risk assessments throughout your system. Penetration tests are an effective way to test your system and expose vulnerabilities. You should work with experienced professionals, such as cybersecurity service providers, to conduct annual penetration tests at the very least. These tests will give you a clear view of your risk exposure as it relates to your overall technology environment and is the first step to addressing vulnerabilities. Truth 2. Everything has vulnerability in some way. Once you have a security posture in place, you can't assume the immediate safety of your technology environment. The amount of good it will do will be related to how closely you follow and review it. Even the most prominent companies spend millions on their security systems will possibly be breached. Security paradigms are continuously shifting, so policies will be updated, processes will be improved, and controls will be updated. Ignorance is no more bliss in today's ever-expanding cyber realm. Humans, the environment, physical office sites, and data centers, everything is vulnerable to attacks when not protected adequately. A company can't rely on its technology solutions for absolute protection from threats, internal or external. The associated management should take into account the smallest gap in the security infrastructure. Organizations that are mature in their practice of cybersecurity tend to conduct frequent reviews and health checks of their systems, controls, and architecture. This ensures it is optimized to handle current-day threats. These companies also spend time critically analyzing methods by which malicious actors could use to breach the organization. This is commonly referred to as red teaming. Truth 3. People will trust when they ought not to. Trust is a big part of our lives. It is also a crucial, fundamental part of human nature. Needless to say, this gets in the way of our security sometimes, especially the trust users put into technology, making it the most significant vulnerability in cybersecurity. You have to question everything you use and the people you interact with online. Even if it feels strange to question our trust in some situations, we need to stay vigilant in a time when hacking is relentless and unwavering. This is difficult because people want to trust. It is the base of our existence. Our society lives and flourishes based on trust. Also, trust is what forms the weakest link in our security anchor. Not only as an employee, but us all as individual beings should be cautious about our internet activity, about the links that we click, the sites we visit, the data we share, the pictures we post. Nothing is free in this world. If someone isn't charging money for the service that you are using, they are likely to be selling your data. For example, organizations working with multiple vendors should put in place a policy to always ask the vendor if they are applying the best in-class technologies and methodologies in the market to protect themselves. Additionally, organizations utilizing a big stack of technology software tools should be checking if they are up to date and have the latest patches in place. Truth 4. With greater innovation, there is greater opportunity for exploitation. The evolution of our tools and practices have given us technology that has made the world a whole lot smaller and connected. These interconnections increase the surface area for exploitation to occur. The Internet of Things, or IoT, is probably the greatest example of this, with over 20 billion devices already connected. In large part, these devices still don't have security mechanisms in place, and due to economic incentives, we probably won't see much development until a considerable amount of damage has been done. There are countless examples of IoT exploitations already, such as a thermometer in a casino lobby aquarium opening up the entire network, and Kayla, the spying doll, which was banned in Germany. Innovation has changed the world as we know it. It has made our lives more comfortable than before, but with new and innovative technologies comes fresh and undiscovered vulnerabilities. Ultimately, as society strives to make new, innovative products for the sake of improving our lives, security needs to be embedded into the DNA of each of these projects. Organizations reap the rewards of innovation when their leadership recognizes cybersecurity as a key business pillar and gives it the attention it deserves throughout the growth of the organization and the development of its products and services. Assessing vulnerabilities should become second nature to you and your organization. Every opportunity, improvement, or even just a slight change to your system ought to ignite a serious consideration on what security threats you could be exposed to. When you think your data and resources are secure enough, rethink your position. Cybersecurity is as important as the need for technology itself. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this presentation informative and interesting. Please have a look at some of our other videos. You may find them interesting as well. Please feel free to share this amongst like-minded individuals and your friends. If you have any further queries or comments, please don't hesitate to have a look at www.norvan.net. Thanks again.